Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video, we are continuing with the what if analysis. In my previous video, I showed you how to use the data tables in what if analysis, where you can look at one variable, two variables. But in this one, I'm going to look at the goal seek. What is the goal seek? That's what we're going to talk about. In the meantime, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this one. Let's get into it. Now, assuming you have a formula that gives you a particular result, but you want to know, you know the result and you don't know what the inputs are, you can use the goal seek. What do I mean? I have a formula here which calculates, it takes in the gross salary, it takes in, reduces NSSF, National Social Security Fund, at 5%. It computes the tax as pay as you earn, then gets the net. Now this is the net salary that someone with a gross of 7.6 gets. Now, so this formula gives me the net, but I want the total cost to the company. The total cost to the company will be the gross salary plus the employer's contribution, which is 10%. So suppose this is our formula. We want to get the total cost to the company as 8 million. Now we know what the total cost should be, but we want to find out what should the gross salary be. In this other example, I have consultancy fee. I apply withholding tax at 6%, I get the net pay. So assuming I want a net pay of 7 million, what should my fee be so that when they deduct the withholding tax, I will come to 7 million. So in other words, you're starting with the results and you're trying to establish what the inputs are. Here, I'm starting with the total cost to the company and I want to find out what the gross will be and what the net pay will be. So I'm going to look at these two examples, and another example here I'm taking a loan of $100,000 for 12 months at a rate of interest of this. Assuming if I use my formula, I can calculate the monthly repayment I'm going to make. Now, assuming my monthly repayment is 8,000, what should my interest be? So you have to vary one input given, and you set one input, the result you want, then you establish what the input is. Here, we want a net of this, and we're asking ourselves, what should the fees be so that my net is this? Here, I want a total cost of this, so what should my net be? That's what I'm going to look at, and I'm going to use the goal seek analysis. And remember, the goal seek looks at only one variable. If you want to see more than one variable, there's another one called solver, which we shall look at in another video. For now, let's look at the goal seek analysis. So what we do here, assuming I want to pay my total cost to the company to be 9 million, and I'm asking myself, what will I pay as gross? I want to get this. Remember, I first set up my formula. This is my gross. This is my 5%. There's a formula here which calculates 5%. There's a formula here which calculates the pay as you earn, calculates the net. Then here, my gross pay plus the 10%, I get the total cost to the company. So I want to come here and say, assuming I'm paying my total cost to the company is 9 million, I'm asking myself, what should the gross salary be? That's what we are going to look at. So to get started, what we are going to do is go to data, what if analysis. Remember, we looked at data tables. I'm not going to go into that today. If you're interested in this, there's a video I did on that. Now I'm going to goal seek. In another video, I'll show you how to use the scenario manager. So goal seek, click there. This dialog opens. Set cell. What does this mean? This one means that the result is in which cell? Our result is in this cell D6. The result is in cell D6. So I can come, click there, D6. So now to value. In other words, this result, I want to set it to what value? I want to set it to 9 million. So I type here 9 million. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then next, it asks by changing cell. In other words, as I told you, I want to change this gross so that my total cost to the company is 9 million. So my changing cell is this cell here, which is D2. So I click here, click on D2, or you can type D2. After you have done that, then we are set. Just to recap, set cell, you set the cell which has the result. To what value? You set the value you want. I want my total cost to be 9. By changing what cell? I want to change cell of the gross. So I'm changing the gross so that my total cost is 9. So I say, okay. Now, when I do that, it recomputes and it shows me that for you to get 9 million here as your result, get 9 million as your result, your gross should be 8.5. So you can use this, it computes 5%, computes the gross, computes the net, and this is my 9. So this is how you can establish the total cost to the company by varying the gross. This, I get so many requests from my boss asking me what will be the total cost to the company if I pay a gross of this amount. So this is a quick way of doing that calculation. If you don't know this, you need to work out a formula, then it will take you time. Next example. The next example here, I want a net of 8 million. So what should my charge be? There is a question mark there. I want a result of 8 million. In other words, I want my gross fee minus the withholding tax, which is 6%, so that I remain with 8 million. Of course, you can use a formula to calculate backwards and you get the result. But now that's not my interest. My interest is to use the goal seek. So if I want a net of 8, what should my fee be? Quick way of doing it, go to data, go what if analysis, goal seek. Set cell. What am I setting? The cell I'm setting this cell here. My results is in cell G4. I'm setting G4 as my result. To what value? This is to value. So what do I want the result to be? I want the result to be 8 million. 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. By changing what? I can either change the tax rate or I can change the gross. But in most cases, the tax rate is changed by government. I may not have the powers to do that, but I can vary my gross. So I'm changing cell G2. So you click, put the cursor there, click here, G2 will come here, or you can type it. After doing that, say, okay. Goal seek will respond and say, I found a solution. And automatically these figures will change. So for me to get a net of 8 million, my gross should be this. So if you try it, 8 million times reduce the 6% on this, you'll get the net of 8 million. So this way, quickly, someone can say, this is my cost. What will my net be? Run, do goal seek, what if analysis, goal seek, get the result, give them the answer. Next, here I have a loan of $100,000 at a rate of interest 3% for 12 months. My monthly repayment will be 10,000. There's a formula in Excel that computes that. It is the PMT. It takes the rate, and this ensure this is the rate per month. If it is not rate per month, you divide by 12. The number of periods is in months. If the rate is in months, ensure the period is also in months. Then the last one is the present value. The loan today is 100,000. So if you use this formula, you're gonna get the monthly repayment as this. Now, after establishing this, you may want to say, if I can't afford this, but I can afford $8,000, but I want it for 12 months. I still want this. What interest rate should I negotiate for? That is one scenario. The other scenario can be, the bank tells me, hello, we can't negotiate on the rate, it will always be 3%, but the months, maybe we can't negotiate, but then what will the loan amount be if my monthly repayment is going to be 8? So these are two different scenarios which we can do to find out our result. So let's do these two examples very fast. So the first example, I want my monthly repayment to be 8,000, not more than 8,000. And I'm asking myself, what interest rate should I negotiate for? So I'll go data, what if analysis, goal seek, set cell. My result is in this cell here. So I click there, click on my result. Now I want to set this result to 8,000. So I come here, it is minus 10, so I minus 8,000, like so. By changing what cell? By changing this cell here, which is D1. So I'm saying I want 8,000 here. I'm not changing this, but I'm changing this. So I put that, say okay. When I do that, it automatically computes and gives me a result here, which is a weird result, because in some cases, you may fail to get a result. Here it is showing me that the result is negative 1%, which is quite weird. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this one. That's all I had for you today. Have a great day.